Welcome, fans and viewers alike, and comic book people. We're back once again to review Hobbs and Shaw.
Bam, bam, bam.
According to Derek, it was flames. I didn't see it yet, but let's see what he has to say. How was it, man?
It's rewatchable.
Okay.
I am down for. If they make 10 of these, I'm gonna watch all 10 of them.
Like a Hobbs and Shaw trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No. All jokes aside, it was very. It was very, very entertaining.
Yeah.
I feel like with action movies, you gotta take them for the entertainment factor and how stupid they're not.
Yeah.
Type thing. The fight choreography, in my memories, probably the best fight choreography in the franchise.
I can see that happening.
Because the cast was smaller, because in the past few Fast and Furious movies, they had a bigger team.
Yeah.
So now you only had for most part 2-3 people on the good guys team.
Right.
So Jason Statham, is that his name?
Statham, yeah.
Okay. He's actually really a black belt in real life, so you got to see those sharp, precise moves.
Mm-hmm.
You saw the kind of fighting style that Rock had. You saw the contrast. They even addressed it within their dialogue.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it showed you, it just got you in the world of covert agents and soldiers and different branches of it just told you you got to feel the differences between the different branches.
Okay.
So and once it opened your eyes to that, every time you saw them fight, you just saw the different moves.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me ask you this: do you put this in the same category as the Fast franchise, or is this a separate entity?
Plot-wise, it's separate.
Okay.
As far as quality, you could tell it's made by the same people, but it kind of has its own feel in some ways. Like in the Fast and Furious main series, there's a lot of positive banter while the little clips. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of that while they're in the vehicles. Mm-hmm. That more so happens in between the fights in this one. Mm-hmm. There was little things, but I feel like Fast and Furious is Tyrese would be making a joke while he's about to get shot at by a submarine.
Yeah.
That didn't happen as much.
Okay. Because
they weren't really jokey people. But they saw each other as jokes because, they had a rivalry from the Fast 7 movie, Furious 7. I forgot, the names get confusing.
Yeah.
But the 7th one, when the Paul Walker one.
Well, because going back to your point with Tyrese, I think he was making the point that The Rock was getting a little selfish by kind of breaking up the crew a little bit, because I think they had to push back Fast 9 so Hobbs and Shaw could come out.
Well,
so do you think The Rock being in the franchise now since Fast 5 and on, him coming out with his own, I can't even say buddy cop, but
almost was
buddy cop movie?
Yeah.
Buddy cop movie with him and Jason Statham. Do you feel like The Rock is taking over and making it his own? Because I feel like at this rate, if it's this good, and is it doing well in the box office? Because I know
it's a little bit behind pace of the Fast and Furious movies, but if you look at the numbers, that's normal for the spinoff. Yeah. But it's still doing good.
Yeah.
They had a good opening.
That makes sense. So it's just well, are there going to be? Is it going to be a trilogy? Are they going to start picking cameos from the other movies? Or
no, this is definitely a trilogy.
To make really,
this is definitely a trilogy.
Wow.
They it was they intended I could tell they're intending for this to be a trilogy, man. At the very least.
So there's going to be a universe inside the Fast universe, because this is probably not the last Fast movie. They're probably going to do 10.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So to answer your question about the Rock thing.
Yeah.
You gotta assume they approached The Rock first
Yeah.
And if Hattie said no, they were like, all right, fine, let's just move on to the next thing. Because you still have to make money.
Yeah.
You can't not make money just because one thing didn't work.
Yeah.
So if he wants to be mad at The Rock, doesn't he have to be mad at his bosses technically?
True.
Because they were going to ask The Rock. The
True.
Rock, like, it's not about how good of an actor he is. It is what it is. He's the #1 star in Hollywood right now. Like, that sounds weird to hear, but if you really think about it. Who's in a movie every 3 months? And I don't even mean just in it. He's usually the #1 person. But yeah.
The star, like the top of the
top
of the list.
The Rock is the #1 star in Hollywood right now.
It's crazy, yo. It's crazy.
And that's his movie run has been like if you talk about consistent big movies, that's dating back to 2000. Well, obviously Fast 5, but even like just him being the star, that's dating back to 2012, I would say, maybe 13. So
when did Scorpion King come out?
I wasn't even counting that, but that's 2000s because
there are people that will literally go to the movies just to see The Rock.
That's where we're at now,
and that's crazy.
That's where we're at. But
movie good or bad, like mostly.
A lot of them aren't that good.
Mostly bad.
Yeah, but critically, but there's this podcast I listen to, and action movies are just their things. And if I were to say they're critically bad, they're like, oh, we don't care about that kind of stuff. Like, don't be a snob. Yeah. They love those kind of movies. So The Rock is a lot of people's cup of tea.
Is their bread and butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, character-wise. What about the plot and the story? How did that...
The story was cool. It kind of took... I feel like the Fast and Furious took little tropes in society that we kind of feel are there and took to the next level. Like, street racing is a thing we know.
Right.
It might be exaggerated. Like, the whole... the street racing might be like the way they approach it. Mm-hmm. Like, the whole illegal... You know, it feels a little exaggerated. I don't actually know, so it feels like it could be real. That's how they took it with this. Like, it's... Without spoiling it, it kind of has like Illuminati feel to it as far as the bad guys. So it's different, and it feels like they hit you this could exist type thing, but it's exaggerated.
Okay. I mean, it seems like to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to throw this in. They built on both characters also. Okay. Like, and it makes sense. It's it's a very simple way to build on it, but I'm glad they built on them.
It seems like to me that you were definitely messing with this movie hard, and that you might give it an A.
I give it at the very least a B+, A-, because there's only one thing I didn't like. The banter went on too long.
I did hear a lot about like the banter was like a little bit too much.
A little too long because it was like there's some parts where it could have been cut down by like 30 seconds to a minute, which doesn't feel long, but it is.
Oh, yeah, that's long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely long.
Like, they were in these arguing battles. It should have just been more slick. Like, what I could think of was like Will and Carlton. Yeah. It should have been a little bit like just in passing.
Yeah.
Although, you know what? There was one part where it paid off a little bit. Still could have been shorter, but it paid off.
What's up?
And when you see, you'll know it. Like, you'll be like, okay, this is what he was talking about.
That's what's up. Yeah, he's and I was saying the other day, like, I haven't really got a really good action movie because the action movies that we get now are
usually sci-fi.
MCU.
Yeah. MCU, some remake that comes out nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, so. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check it out this weekend. Get back to you guys and let you know what I felt about that. Well, the part 2 of this video, because I definitely want to see Hobbs and Shaw. And see where we go from there, because I was very disappointed with the last movie I saw. So.
Wait, what's the last movie you saw again?
Lion King.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
So, we'll see. But there you have it, guys. Our movie reviews, trailer reactions, viral topics. You get it here first. If not first, maybe second. But definitely first. We are Culture Hero. I'm your boy Dev, a.k.a. D-Lock.
Avatar Slang, we're out.
Catch y'all next time. Stay tuned.